Okay, we can start with the prayer. Palms together in Namaste Mudra. Deep breaths in and out. Keep your feet grounded with Padbandha. Agyan Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurue Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurue Namaha. Ma Saraswati Namastubhyam Varde Kamarupini Vidya Arambam Karishyami Siddhi Bhavatu Me Sada. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace be to all, peace be to all, peace be to all. Just rub your palms. Bring your palms against your eyes. Feel the energy. To bring you in the present moment. Very, very gently and slowly. Open your eyes gently and slowly. Namaste, everybody. Namaste. So, as you know, that last time we were doing about Swar Yoga, but we didn't finish. There was quite a lot remaining. Maybe later on we can again take Swar Yoga and how to correct the swars, how to change the swar, and also, you know, we just did very basic, but we can do a little bit more later on in July when we have more lessons. And now today we are going to do about Chhayopasana. Now I just want to ask you a question. How many of you all know what Chhayopasana is? Except for my old students who are there, they already know and they've done. So Apple, not you, you've already done. The students will not. How many of you all know what Chhayopasana is?
You have got a very fertile crowd because nobody knows.
Oh dear, okay. Apple, maybe you can say something then. Apple?
1 second. I believe it's the practice that we do with our shadows. So everything reflective with our energy, and you can looking at your shadows and practice centering, healing methodologies. Well, I shall leave to Dr. Kapara to explain more in details.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So Chhayopasana is a very, very ancient technique from our Rishi Munis. In the olden days, they used to know the time from their from the shadow. They used to know the illnesses. They could predict the illnesses from the shadow. Your illnesses are, and this is all part of Shiv Swarodaya. So we're going to take some verses from the Shiv Swarodaya, and then we're going to be dealing with the verses. So you know that it's coming not from me, not from the masters even, but directly from Lord Shiva, to the Guru Parampara and to the masters. And then in time, of course, it was lost. Even Swar Yoga sadhana has been lost as well. But now it's all reviving and coming back. So Chhayopasana, Chaya means your shadow. Upasana means to reveal revelations from your shadow. We never realize how much our shadow means, how much our shadow can reveal things, but it says a lot about us. And what is this? And ultimately, it even connects us to the astral body. When you practice regularly Chhayopasana, you can clearly see your astral body. and then later you can communicate with your astral body. So illnesses can be predicted, many illnesses, even death can be predicted with Chhayopasana, and of course, good health, what sort of health, what sort of, all that was done back in the days with the shadow, by looking at the shadow of the person. So I will just share the screen and okay. I'm just going to, all right. You all can see the screen?
Yes, we can see.
Yes.
You can see the screen here. Right. Okay, let's enlarge it a bit. Okay, so it's from verse number 351 to 373 verses. The sutras from the Shiv Swarodaya says it all about the Chhayopasana. He's taken it quite at the end. So it's in the middle, we have all the tattvas and all the other vijnans. So then in the sutra number 351, Lord Shiva says, now I will describe in brief the science as directed in Shiva's, by which distant death also can be indicated. So distant death can be indicated, and many other things can be indicated. In Sutra number 352, he says, going along to a lonely place and keeping the sun on his back, one should concentrate his attention on the throat. And then the next one, so then I'll explain. I'm just reading the sutras. After that, we will explain. I'm not going into the Sanskrit part of the sutras because we're quite a mixed crowd. So then one should look towards the sky, uttering the mantra Hreem from Param Brahmane Namaha 108 times. Then the form of Shiva is seen. And then the man breathes in unconscious and lives in the conscious. So we are breathing in unconscious, but we live in the conscious. All our actions, though decided at the conscious, are directed by the unconscious. Now, who is this unconscious and who is this conscious? You can either call it subconscious or unconscious. To live shadow is to dive into the unconscious and act with a complete awareness. When you do Swar Yoga sadhana, it brings you totally into the present moment. And that is what we are all lacking. As I said last time, even our mind is like a pendulum going here and there. But to be in the present moment, very few minutes a day, we are in the present moment. But Swar Yoga sadhana brings you into the present moment. Our conditioning blind our conscious mind and reinforce the unconscious. Living as a shadow is to exist and act without letting stains touch the conscious being. Now you see, a shadow cannot be cut, just the way it says that the shadow reveals the health of a man. Stronger the shadow, more stable the man. The shadow does not necessarily reveal the reality. The man or a man at aligned to create a single shadow. Right? Innocent combinations in the hand can create a very horrifying shadow, and a very innocent looking shadow can hide a terrible face in reality. So sometimes you can see a horrifying shadow and you might be scared that what is this? But it's not, it is just showing you your reality. And it's, you know, like the verse in the Bhagavad Gita, Urdhva Mula Madha Shankam Ashastam Prahuravyaya, that it's inverted, right? So it is a inverted version of what you see. You might see something horrifying, but that might relate to something very nice, and something you might see very beautiful may relate to something. So it really, really, you have to face the reality in this. Shadows like soul cannot, and it says it says in the Bhagavad Gita in chapter 2 that you cannot cut the soul, the soul cannot be destroyed, fire cannot burn it, water cannot make it wet, or wind cannot blow it, knife cannot cut it, guns cannot shoot it, bombs cannot blow it away. So similarly, The same goes to the shadow. Try and shoot a shadow. Will you be able to remove it? No. Try and cut the shadow. Try and burn the shadow. It's not going to go away. It's there and it's going to be there. So not just the way all these things. So what does it contemplate? What is it trying to say in a parallel way from the Bhagavad Gita to this sloka? Same sloka is here and the same sloka in Bhagavad Gita, but Bhagavad Gita it's for the soul. So it also reveals your soul, the true soul, who you are, revelations of who you really are can be. And, it's not story. It's not just stories and all that. No, because I can say something now. We can read the Shiv Swarodaya, but it's you to experience it, right? Unless and until you don't experience it, we can talk about a bottle of honey, that the honey is brown in color, its flow is like this, it's this, but until and unless you don't open the bottle and taste it yourself, you're not going to know the real taste of honey. Somebody can be keeping on telling you, maybe it's a bit sour, maybe sweet, maybe this. So this is the reality, and that you yourself have to taste it. We can just go through it, but the main opening the jar and taking it comes from you. So shadows always exist, even in the darkest of the night. Shadows are always there, but it's just how it's revealed. Even if there's no light at all behind you, shadow is there. Even when the normal eyes cannot see them, but it is there. Shadows increase in size as the light fades away and are small when the sun is on the head. Light and sun represent knowledge. What does light represent? Knowledge. Sun represents knowledge. Babaji always used to tell me that Surya ite Shakti, everything is given to us from the sun. We don't realize, but everything comes from the sun. Even whatever vegetation we get from Mother Earth, Mother Earth doesn't directly take the sun rays. It rotates around the earth. Mother Earth absorbs it, and then from our feet, we are taking the sun energy. We're not taking it directly. All the vitamin D and everything, we're taking it from our feet up, and of course, very minimum directly early in the morning. So shadows increase in size, and then light and sun represent knowledge and awareness, which increases in intensity with a great and strong immune system. So we all want a great immune system. We all want a strong immune system. And this you can also know it from your shadow. You can straight away know from your shadow how this is working. Yeah. So all this awareness comes directly to you from the shadow. Okay. Key to a strong shadow is unquenchable, passionate drive to relax and stay relaxed. We all are talking about relaxation, staying into a relaxed mode of life, but when you can really, a strong shadow, you can know from when a person is totally relaxed, we try to detect a lot of things from the shadow of a person. The shadow exists for the source and all that makes the source. A shadow never leaves the source. So just the way we never leave the source, the shadow never leaves the source. We are the source, or move too far to reach the source is in need, right? A shadow has to cease to exist for the destruction of the source and protect the source till it exists. So till you exist, the shadow has to be there with you. When you don't exist, of course, there is no shadow, but then it is still there in your astral body. So when your astral body, what is basically an astral body? It is your shadow body which you're seeing. I don't know how many of you have experienced your seeing your astral body, meeting with your astral body, because I think Brahma Prakash Kaur's meditations have been so powerful that I think many people have experienced, even in his sound healing, we have experienced this, seeing the astral body, meeting the astral body. And so I think many of you you're acquainted, you know that how it is related. But straight away, what do you see? You don't see this particular body, what it is. You don't see do you ever see your mirror image in your astral body? Do you see the mirror image? Do you see the mirror image? I'm just trying to, anybody? Have you ever seen a mirror image in your astral body? How many of you have seen your own mirror image in the astral body, as an astral body? Or how many of you have experienced to see your astral body? How many of you here have experienced to see your astral body? Just want to, anybody? Lisa, you have?
It's one can, see it sometimes with open eyes, because there's a lot of light, colors, the forms, these are there surrounding the body.
Yeah.
And in states of very high energy, that becomes visible.
And okay,
And there are other times when really one goes out of the body and sees it from a distance. But that may not be astral, I think.
All right, that's
Yeah.
one. Anybody else ever experienced seeing or meeting your astral body?
I'm not sure whether it's called astral body. Can you see my face? When I meditated nowadays, because I did a lot of past life regression practice with my peer practitioners. So now when I meditate, I can straight away just go to the place. I'm not sure whether you call it astral place, astral plane, they call that, or cosmic place. I can sense that I don't have a body. I not even energy, just feel consciousness. I just see different light, different stars. I can see the galaxy. It feels because you're returning to oneness, so there isn't any physical form. Some of my peers, my friends, they experience that. They see themselves as a light bulb. When they are in deep trance, in a deep hypnotic state, and different shape of lightings. That's the majority of how we experience. I'm not sure whether you call that the astral body or higher self, whatever terms that may be relevant. That's my meditation experience.
That's nice. Beautiful. Nice. Anybody else who have met or seen the astral body? Who are acquainted with the astral body? No? Okay. It's when you close your eyes in meditation, do you ever see a shadowy body inside? Can you relate to that shadow body? When you close your eyes, you're doing, I'm sure most of you are doing meditation here. When you close your eyes and you've done some very dynamic breathing exercises, and then when you just close your eyes, do you see some shadowy body? Anybody? Dr. Mamta? Any experiences? It's nice to share. Sorry, I don't just like giving the class. I like to interact. So, yeah, Dr. Mamta, what have your experience been?
Ma'am, even I close my eyes after in pranayams, or I feel something around my body, after pranayam. Even closing eyes in even in meditation, I can't explain that, no?
Yeah, I know. So, okay.
I felt that I can't explain, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Okay, that's very good. Okay. Anybody else?
I experienced that thing, no?
Okay, that's wonderful. I understand what you're trying to say.
Do you see that when you do chatka, the gazing exercise around your body?
Yeah.
White light around your body, outside about very thin layer. Is that the one?
Yeah. Okay. Now, but let's go into Chhayopasana. And how many of you all want to experience and see your astral body? like this, or a snap of a finger. Communicate with your astral body, because Chhayopasana is such a divine knowledge that it straight away you can communicate with your astral body at the same time. I mean, this is my own experience. Babaji used to tell me, Babaji used to teach me, but I used to just, like at that time I was not so much, but then later on, more and more practice just dives you into it. Yeah. So Chhayopasana is something which you connect to your astral body, which you can talk to your astral body, which you can relate to your astral body. And that is, I want all of you here to experience it. Maybe because today I'll show you the video, which I've just done it, how to do it. I'll show you how to do it. From tomorrow, you try to practice it. And then once you practice it, gradually you will see that as you keep on, your whole shadow will be revealed. You'll be able to see your astral body, and then gradually you'll be able to communicate. So then the biggest fear, what is the biggest fear we have in our life? What is the biggest fear we all have? Fear of what?
Death.
Death, isn't it? This is it. Hi, Snehal. Sorry, I didn't see you. So yeah, fear of death. Now, death is the greatest fear, but by doing Chhayopasana, the greatest advantage and benefit you get is that you will not, Jyoti, hello. So you will not be scared of your death. You will not be, because what happens at the time of death? Like Velcro, your astral body is leaving your physical body, the body of 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air, and ether, and the other body is mind, intelligence, false ego, atma, paramatma. That is leaving. And when that is leaving, but when you have acquainted with your astral body, and you've communicated with your astral body, then it's very easy, because you've already practiced. Something if you've practiced every day, and you wouldn't be afraid, isn't it? But something you've never practiced and you're put into a deep end, it's like literally death is like being put into the deep end. Here, there you are, go and drown and be drowned. But if we have already learned how to swim, and somebody has put us into the deep end and pushed us into the deep end, and we are swimming, so we're not scared. Correct? Yeah, so Chhayopasana is basically learning to swim in order to get out of this deep end of this material world. Yeah, and it's a very, it's a long process, but today in a nutshell, I'll try to see as much as we can. So now how to do it? First, we'll again go to the Shiv Swarodaya. We'll keep on reading some of the this from the Shiv Swarodaya sadhana. And then I will try. Okay, so shadow venerations. Now, what are they? The most significant practice of Swar Yoga, of harmony or yoga, of the biorhythms. It is all to do with your biorhythms, right? Is the art of Chhayopasana. Chhaya means shadow, as I said. Upasana is veneration, which at the physical level involves steady concentration. Venerations involves immense faith in the idea and absolute faith in the practice. Now, if you're just doing it for the sake of fun, you will not get you have to have that that divine faith in Lord Shiva, that whatever Lord Shiva has said in Shiv Swarodaya is the truth. Whatever Lord Krishna has spoken in the Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna is the truth, and it's all parallel. You know, this is the Bhagavad Gita of Lord Shiva and Ma Parvati. The other one is the Bhagavad Gita of Lord Krishna and Arjuna. So, faith in the practice and its ability to impact the desired effect in the process of venerations or worship. The practice involves practicing tratak, or one-pointed concentration on your own shadow in a Vastya form of Chhayopasana, empowered social existence in Vastya and form of Chhayopasana, and proactive enlightenment action in the Virat form of Chhayopasana. Slowly, you'll be able to see your own shadow as a big Virat Roop. In chapter 11, the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna shows the Virat Roop. We all have a Virat Roop within us as well. And you can even reveal that Virat Roop by your by your chayo, by your shadow. As a result of austere form of practice, one can foretell from the color and shape of one's shadow the time and death and manner in which you will die, though this is not the ultimate intention of practicing Chhayopasana. So the ultimate, this thing should not be that I want to know this, I want to know this. The ultimate practice should really be that you want to just, that you are into it for the sake of, yes, meeting your astral body, meeting the Shiv Shakti, and of course, elevating yourself into another level. Yeah? Now, you see this forecast, what happens is pertaining to death must be understood as being more than just predictions. They are not just predictions, because Lord Shiva only in the next sutras, we will know what Lord Shiva is saying. So when you practice Chhayopasana, you're making your mind more subtle. Your mind becomes at a very subtle level and very sensitive. So this brings you into a very sensitive state of mind, very subtle state of mind. And the image in the sky represents your pranic body. So you'll be able to see your pranic body when pran vayu does not function in any. So what happens here, when pran vayu is not functioning in any part of the body, it is clear indication of disharmony in the body and subsequent illness or even death is about to occur. So you can predict death, you can predict illnesses. So whether or not you are interested in removing these matters concerning death, Chhayopasana aids in removing the limitations of the finite mind. In fact, Shiv Swarodaya refers to it as a method by which you can perceive the past, present, and future. You can literally see as you go deeper and deeper and deeper into it, deeply into the present and the future. And it brings you into the present moment. You can see the past, you can see the future, but it brings you into the present moment, which is so beautiful. In this way, your whole concept of time and perception is altered. So this is, and you see, we have not gone into the Vignan, the Tattva Vignan. But when we go into the Tattva Vignan, it basically shows you the shape, every Tattva, every aspect of your, because your 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air, and ether, right? All the elements in your body, Bhumi, Apa, Nano, Vayu, that it has a shape and it has a color. So once you learn about that, then you know what to interpret in your shadow, right? Otherwise, you have to go and ask somebody as well who knows about that. You know, this is what you saw, and what does it interpret? So Chhayopasana is an uncomplicated but very, very intensive. It's an intensive form of dharana or concentration. So last time we did a pratyahara, right? Okay. So we talk about the eightfold system of yoga, but we always do it at a very sahaja stage. Sahaja means very superficial, but to go deeper and deeper and deeper into it, when you do your Shanmukhi Mudra, you saw that how much you can go into pratyahara and how beautiful when you do it regularly, you go into a pratyahara state, and then Chhayopasana takes you into a dharana state. What is dharana? We say I'm doing dhyan. Dhyan is the highest stage, and then some people say, but dhyan is much higher. First, you have to do pratyahara. You have to take everything step by step. After pratyahara, you go into dharana. After dharana, you go into dhyan. After dhyan, then you go into samadhi. And samadhi is also not just giving up everything and going and living in the forest. It is just samadhan. Samadhi means, as you say, samadhan means to pacify everything. So samadhi is a state of pacification, right? So this is and it takes you to that. And eventually, of course, it will take you to a state of samadhi. It is sure to have the direct experience of your Atma. Like Babaji used to always draw the Atma and, show me, and then, so it takes you to a level of Atma Anbhuti, where the Atma reveals itself in the cognizable form. That form is your astral body. So according to Shiv Swarodaya, the best time is to practice between 2 hours between sunrise. So when the sun is rising, wherever you are, so sunrise and then 2 hours during the sunrise, right? But you have to take time of sunrise into consideration, and it means that the practice approximately at least give yourself minimum at least half an hour to 45 minutes, but initially 1 hour, 1.5 hour, this is very quickly done, but I'm saying that 1.5 hour, maybe 2 hours after sunrise. But after that, then the Surya starts taking its Rudra Roop, and when it starts taking its Rudra Roop, then of course it is, you can't do it that, okay? So you have to do it at this time because the Surya is giving you that divine energy, and the morning sun is the highest form of the energy. So how to do it now? You see, you need to know 3 things. You need to know here. I just highlight myself. Okay. You need to know your Padband. How many of you know Padband here? Because Padband is very important. It's the first aspect of Chhayopasana, because we are doing the Surya Kriya. It's like doing a Surya Kriya. Padband, and then your Surya Kriya Mudra. So those 2 things first. First, you have to worship the sun, and because everything we're getting from the sun, and then it'll be very easy to reveal. So first thing what I'll teach you today is the Surya, Padband is, I didn't have the notes for it, but Padband, basically you put your feet, I'll just do it, Hastband and Padband, okay? So it's putting your feet like that, and the 3 levels of your feet, and you push it back slightly, but not your toes, as if these are your toes, okay? I'm just showing you Hastband and Padband, and then very gently, only 3 corners, this, and this are pressuring. From that, you have to feel the roots coming up. So when you feel the roots coming up, the roots coming out from these 3 aspects and going into Mother Earth from your feet, right? But I'll show you the video on it just now. So you do your Padband, okay, and station yourself. Then you can slowly tighten your Mulband. Okay, Mulband is the anal tightening, and tightening so that your energy is drawing up, upwards. And then, of course, in the Namaste Mudra. And then from the Namaste Mudra, this is the Namaste Mudra, even, all the 5 elements. This is the fire, air, ether, earth, and water. 5 elements, Panch Mahabhut. You have to make sure they all are touching each other, and then very gently, Namaste is this, and your elbow straight. From Namaste Mudra, you say, there's a mantra, Om Surya. Babaji gave us this mantra, but you can just say Om Surya Narayana Namaha, or whichever Surya mantra you're saying is absolutely fine. But Babaji gave us the mantra Om Surya Om Vivashwan Shriman Narayan Bhagwan Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Hari Mahabhakti Mangalam. Then you open your palms into the Lotus Mudra. This is the Lotus Mudra. So it's not open yet. Lotus Mudra, okay? So Lotus Mudra you open, and you're seeing the sun from between, and you take it straight and look at the sun here. Then after that you open the Lotus Mudra and turn it, and very gently you will press your air and so this is your Vayu Tattva, and this is your fire, Agni. Vayu and Agni this way, all the other tattvas are enclosed. Only the Vayu and the Agni, your air element and your fire element. They are this way. And from this triangle, you're going to stretch your arms and see the sun. This is also called vitamin D mudra, very, very powerful. If you're suffering from lack of vitamin D, I guarantee you, honestly, this because I've experienced it on my own self. When I had COVID and I was asked to take too much vitamin D, I was just doing vitamin D mudra. And my vitamin D afterwards, when they checked it, it was much higher as well. So it increases your vitamin D in the body. Because Padman, you see, you're getting your vitamin D direct, and then you stretch it. And from this, you look at the sun, okay? So you're just looking at the sun up here. But before that, you put the jal, you do the jal kriya. So, you know, when you put the jal on the sun, Surya Narayan, and because what happens is when you put the jal, what happens when the raindrops the sun rays go through the raindrops? You get the rainbow. And that's the colors of your chakra, VIBGYOR. So similarly, every chakra has a color of the rainbow. So you see that rainbow in the sky, but you also have the rainbow inside you. Your chakras are your rainbow, right? And so when you do that, and the water which is going down and the sun rays are passing straight away, the colors will lighten. You can sometimes even see those rays in the color. Then, so Padman, then Jal Kriya, then, Anjali, and then this, Lotus Mudra, turn it and get your Surya Kriya Mudra, look up, and keep on saying your mantra, and then very, very gently bring it closer, and to your third eye chakra. And you breathe, and I like doing the Rajanji's the 3-step rhythmic breathing, the 1, 2, 3. I usually do that, but you can do whatever you are comfortable with. Then you take it on your Vishuddhi chakra, your heart chakra, and then when you go down, you turn it downwards, and then down and down. Okay, so the 3 lower chakras are down, the 3 up, the 2 chakras are, the 3 upper chakras are straight. So 3 straight and 3 down. Okay, and then again from down, you take it straight up, look at the sun there, and very, very gently, just the way you did, you open and you go back into your Lotus Mudra. From your Lotus Mudra, look at the sun and palms together. Or you can say Om Hrim Param Brahmane Namaha, Om Hrim Param Brahmane. Then you twist, so wherever your feet are grounded, you change your position. So your feet are grounded this side, and then you change your position to this side, ground your feet, but do it standing, and then ground your feet, and then place your feet on the sides of your body. Fingers wide open for the energy, because this is where you block a lot of energy. And even before that, you can even just release all the energy from here and place it on the side, and then place it on the sides of your body and slowly open, and you see your shadow. So see your shadow, look at your shadow from the feet up. Just look at your shadow, and then ultimately come back again to the throat. And on your throat, you're going to say 108 times Om Param Brahmane Namaha. Om Hrim Param Brahmane Namaha. Om Hrim Param Brahmane Namaha. But fingers are parted and you're standing very still. Very still, but only your Padman is tight on floor so that you can feel those roots going down, 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 and sucking. Literally, you'll feel that your feet are sucking that energy. Those roots which are coming out are sucking the energy from Mother Earth, the Surya energy, and giving it up, bringing it all the way up. You can feel that energy. And you will be the judge. You'll be able to feel it as you keep on staring, doing tratak on the Vishuddhi. Okay, so removing Vishuddhi is removal of all the obstacles, right? And Shuddhi, Shuddhikaran, it's also called part of the Shuddhikaran. And then once you've done 108 times. Am I too fast? Are you all following? Is it okay? All right. Sorry, sometimes I just get carried away. Okay, then after that, you bring your palms against your eyes, right? So you do your Swara Mudra. This is your Swara Mudra, okay? Not like this. No, Swara Mudra is a little bit hollow here. This is your Swara Mudra, okay? So your hand looks like a snake. Do your Swara Mudra and bring this hollow part against your eyes. Don't just do this. Don't just press don't press these parts of your mountain against your eyes like this. No, do not press your eyes. Delicate. Your eyelids are so delicate. It's such a delicate tanmatra. So you're doing your Swara Mudra and placing this. So you're not, your bottom is against the cheek and your top hands, okay? But nothing is pressing the eyes and your eyes are closed. And then you just keep on your, whichever breathing exercises you are used to. Maybe you like Ujjayi breath, and you can do Ujjayi breath, the 3-step rhythmic breathing, or, you know, I prefer the 3-step. So keep on doing that and you'll be able to see your subtle body. Believe me, you will be able to see and acquaint with your subtle body. You'll see gradually. Beginning, you might feel, why am I not seeing? But don't have the intention, why am I not seeing? I'm doing this to see my subtle body. Don't do that. Just do it. That's it, you know, and then it'll just happen. Allow it to happen. Just allow things to just fall and happen. And then very, very gently and slowly, you look up. Make sure it's a clear sky, or like no trees and not that. You look up at the sky. You will be able to see your subtle body. And you'll also be able to see Lord Shiva. The form of Lord Shiva will be, you know, I send you some pictures. I've taken some pictures of the form of Lord Shiva once. So you'll be able to see your subtle body. You'll be able to see the form of Lord Shiva. And now is the time to be the doctor. And once you see it, okay, once you see your shadow down, first of all, when you see your shadow down, you have to see what is missing. So when you see it up, right, maybe the neck has become very elongated. That means there's a lot of prosperity coming your way. Prosperity doesn't just mean money, 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 but also prosperity in knowledge, prosperity in children, prosperity in, you know, relationships. So some prosperity when you see your neck is really thin. When you see I've got a chart, but some of the charts are scary because it says when you see one finger not there, then this is there. I'll just put the chart on for you as well. So whatever you see, don't be scared on the chart. I was going to eliminate, not show you the charts, because it says if you don't see this, then death is near, death is in 8 months, death is in 10 months, and everything is in the slokas or the sutras of Shiv Swarate. So as whatever you see, you contemplate it and you try and analyze it. Be the doctor and analyze what is happening in my life. Why is this happening? Ask your subtle body when you're meditating on. Ask your subtle body. It's so beautiful. Such a beautiful experience which you have to experience and you will experience. You do it 3, 4, 5 times, you see 6th time, bang, you're there. You know, but of course, as I said last time, even for Swar Yoga sadhana, you know, we feel maybe we are very rich with money, we're very rich with knowledge, we're very rich with this, but we are the poorest of the poor when we don't have, When we don't have what?
Time.
Time. That's why Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, time I am, Arjun. So, you know, and we have not to go on the clock time. You have to go on the linear time. See to the linear time. How much time have you utilized for your life? You just by doing Swar Yoga or even the Chhayopasana, you may have conquered maybe 100, 200, 300 years of your life, you know, by just knowing this. So it's the linear time, right? Not just the clock time. You have elevated. So how much are you elevating in time, or how much are you depleting yourself in time? That is how you measure your time. What useful things have I done? Where have I wasted my time? Because these days people waste their time in so much of mundane, and I feel so sorry. I mean, I feel so compassionate and sorry that just in, you know, chit-chatting, unnecessary things, and movies and this and that, and just unnecessary things. You waste so much time, but time is so important. So see that linear time, utilize your time correctly, and you'll move forward thousands of years ahead. We say that, oh, these swamis, you can see in the Himalayas, they are thousands of years old, but it's not with the clock time, or it's not with the calendar time that thousands of years. The linear time, that thousands of years old. So we are always looking at everything very physical, but you can even become 1,000 years old by just knowing all this and capturing and elevating yourself and utilizing every moment of your life into developing, because we have been sent here with nothing. We're going to go with nothing, but whatever we accumulate in our linear time upwards is what is going to take us. And as I said, that death, it says in English, even every phrase, as sure as death. It doesn't even say as sure as life, but it says as sure as death. So when I go through a few of the sutras, please don't be scared because it's talking a lot about death. Then you might think, why is Lord Shiva saying so much about death? But it's death, and death, you have to embrace it nicely. Once you do Swar Yoga, you'll embrace, because it's a union of Radha and Krishna. Imagine that pure Shuddh Prem, we say Shuddh Prem, Shuddh love, pure love, right? Which you have with your body, your astral body. And your astral body will guide you towards the pure form of love. And that is what we want to experience. Yeah. So now I will first I'll show you the share screen again. And I'll go through a few of the sutras, okay? And then, so I've just told you how to do it. And 1 minute. Okay, and then I'll show you the video. So, all right. Now, sutra number 354. He will see Lord Shiva, whose appearance is like pure crystal and who assumes numerous form. He who practices this upasana for 6 months becomes a king. And if he continues to practice for 2 years, he may himself become the creator, destroyer, and all-powerful Lord. Sutra number 355. Through regular, constant practice, he will become the knower of the 3 times, kalas, past, present, and future, and will get absolute bliss. Nothing will remain inaccessible to him. The practitioner or yogi who sees within the clear sky the form of Shiva as black colored will undoubtedly die in 6 months. Okay, so don't be scared of this, okay? Sutra number 357. If the complexion of the form of Shiva appears to him as yellow, he will suffer from disease. If red, he will suffer from fear. If blue, he will undergo loss. And if multicolored, he will achieve accessible success or siddhas, supernatural powers, siddhi yoga, So he will, if you see multicolored, then you will see, okay, sutra number 358. If he sees that the feet, ankles, and belly are missing from the form of Shiva, then he will meet gradual destruction. And when he sees both arms missing, he himself will definitely approach death, okay? If he sees that the left arm of the form of Shiva is missing, then his wife will undoubtedly die. And if he sees that the right arm is missing, then his kinsman will die. And in a month's time, he himself. So if he does not see the head of form, he will die within a month. If he does not see the thighs or shoulders, he will die within 8 days. If he does not see the shadow or the form at all, then he will die that very moment. And So we have to ask for somebody who was on the deathbed whether he saw. So, and then here in 361, it says, in the morning, stand with the sun at one's back and concentrate on the shadow. If the fingers and the lips are missing, then death will be immediate. One who is unable to see his own shadow can expect death with a moment. If one does not see ears, shoulders, hands, face, chest, the death can come into half a second. If the shadow is headless and one not know the significance of the different directions, then one will live only up to 6 months. So these are basically, but they're also very good. If the solar swirl flows for 16 days continues. So this is about the swirl then. So this is what I even had made these charts, but it's also good things like elongated length is prosperity. So many good things are also there. I'm just going to play you this video which I've done, so how to do it, okay? Palms together in the center of the chest. Can you all see the video? Then very, very gently bring the palms to the side and change your position of your butt bun. Left neck on the right, right on the left, and your fingers open, right, and straight. Don't move at all. Look at the Vishuddhi Chakra. And Om Param Brahmane Namah Bantai. Om Chitruche. Bantai, Mul Bantai. Om Param Brahmane Namah. Om Param Brahmane. Don't blink your eyes. Do not blink your eyes. Even if the water comes out, allow the water. The shadow may disappear, it may become white, it may become in color. Whatever it becomes, just look at it. Not that much. Slowly you see your body going into a relaxed state of mind. Upper body relaxed balance. What is that? Very gently, slowly, close your eyes and see your shadow. Hold the fingers together, start mudra. Place the tops of your hand on the eyes and see your astral body. See your shadow. Whatever you were seeing, just see whatever you can see. Very gently, slowly look up. Use your palm and look in the sky. See the rest of your body, you can see your shivas. Deeper and deeper. Like the prism exercise, go deeper, deeper into the sky. Lost something you're looking for. The only thing you see is your rest of your body. All right. So, anyway, basically, so that was the, as you saw, some. Okay, so you saw basically, you just to catch an idea, I learned, somebody came to learn in Ahmedabad and was there this time, and we just did it. But basically, you know the idea how to do it. Now, if we all want to do it together, the time difference, but then you can select the time and we can do it online together in an open, you all have to be in an open space. And then when you reach a stage, when like last time, I know some of my friends came when we went to Madhapur, and then they were doing on the sides, and then I could see all the three astral bodies. So you will be able to see not only your astral body, but you'll be able to see the astral body of people near you as well. So it's quite an experience, but it takes, but if you get started, and it's really, really a beautiful experience. So many, many good things. Yes, of course, you're detecting many illnesses as well. There's some charts of the illnesses, which I send you later when you have, problems with the bile, problems with the stomach, that also can be detected by the colors, because all our tattvas, the Panch Mahabhut, the color which you see depends on the 5 tattvas, and which are the 5, the earth element. So when you know that there's a problem with your earth element, then you start seeing the reddish color, okay? Then you know that it's earth. And then that's the Muladhara chakra. And Muladhara chakra is associated with the earth element. Then you go to the Swadhisthana chakra, it's the water element, right? And so whenever you're imbalanced in your Swadhisthana chakra, you will start seeing the water element, the blue, and it's a crescent moon. The earth is a square. The Swadhisthana is crescent moon. And then the Manipuri chakra is oval shaped. And then the Anhat chakra is a double triangle. Manipuri chakra is a triangle facing upwards. That's the fire element. And the heart chakra is a double triangle, the Star of David, and that is to do with the air element. And then the throat chakra is to do with the ether. So here you see an oval shaped with little different colors. So the 5 elements representing your 5 lower chakras, and according to the shapes, what you see, you might see these shapes, you might see the colors, and according to the shapes and colors, you will be able to detect. So here you'll be able to see the blue when the throat chakra is imbalanced, and of course, when when the Akash Tattva is imbalanced. when your heart chakra is imbalanced, right? That's when you will see green, and you will see different shadows of green. So you will be able to see all these colors because you've already done the Anjali with the water. Once you've done the Anjali with the water, and then you start seeing all these colors, and it's really, really beautiful once you go deeper and deeper into it. Okay, so I think it's nearly time, or I'll give you some, we'll do a little meditation at the end. But if you have any questions or anything to ask, I'm not going too much into the details now because it's quite a lot, but basic I've shown you because I don't want to confuse you. So basic, you know the foundation of Chhayopasana. You'll know what Chhayopasana is all about and how to do it. And once you master it, you yourself will feel it. Yeah. So any questions or any queries, and then we can go into meditation after the questions. Okay.
So anybody wanting to ask a question, just unmute yourself, please. So we'll pin you.
No questions? It's all clear?
No,
Yeah.
What I felt, doctor, that I think the practice will have to be done maybe out in the open or somewhere.
Out in the open, yeah. That's why I had to just make a video and do it
Yeah.
because of our indoor sessions. But and of course the timing. I mean, if the timing was okay, I would have done it outside and shown you directly.
It's
So,
all right. So, but one has really got a sense of it and how it is helpful to create a strong foundation for concentration, and what knowledge can be inferred from the reading of the astral body. And though I have been, aware of the astral body in the sense that sometimes seeing it with open eyes, but the very idea that to do the practice and to just see it with closed eyes and thereby determine so many things, it has been quite a revelation. It's very wonderful.
thank you. So, any questions?
How long do we gaze?
Huh?
We chant Hrim Prabhama Namaha 108 times. But how long do we look at the shadow?
Yeah, 108 times. Once you chant it 108 times, that's it. So one
Oh,
mala.
you're just chanting, okay.
Yeah, so if
So
you
you
say,
gaze at the neck,
yeah, tratak. So
and then you
tears will roll down your eyes. Yeah.
Free Brahma have 108 times. And then on completion, you close your eyes, look at your Chittakash, and you gaze at the sky. Is that correct?
Yes, correct. Yeah. And and then what do you do? What's next you do after that? Can't hear you.
I think
so. You then close your eyes. Looking at your Chittakash.
Yeah.
Which means you close your eyes. Yeah. Your palms cover your eyeball.
You're not pressing your eyeballs, remember?
But your eyes stay closed. You're just looking into your Chittakash in your mind. And then,
Yes.
Not pressing eyeballs.
Not pressing eyeballs.
See your Chittakash, and then release. Yeah. Then release your hands open, palms facing the front, and gaze into the sky, and see the Lord Shiva shadow.
Yeah, you can see either Lord Shiva shadow.
So you get inside.
You can even see just your own
shadow. You
shadow.
can see your own shadow. Okay.
You can see the same, your own shadow. Beginning, actually, you will not be able to see Lord Shiva's shadow. You'll be able to see your own shadow. Then I will send you a picture, and then you can, I didn't put the picture on this thing, and then you can see Lord Shiva's shadow as well. Yeah, but initially it'll be your own shadow, your own astral body. And you can see your own astral body, and then your shadow, will start revealing. You'll start seeing the changes in the color. You can do aura reading, when you read the auras, you can see the auras around your body. Especially sometimes I do it, I have a white wall, so I don't do it on the floor. And I have a very nice wall on that side. So I just stand and the shadows against the white wall. So when you do it against the white wall, you can see the colors, you can read your auras. So you can see the colors around your body. And it's so beautiful. You will experience it yourself, and you'll probably, thank Lord Shiva for it when you experience it.
That's a nice tip, Dr. Karia.
So, yeah, it's good. And
But
Madam,
Mother, it doesn't give you specific disease. It all tells you when, who, and going to die. It's a little bit of
No, there's a big chart. I'll send you the chart. I didn't want to go through every disease even is said, and when you see the yellow, some parts yellow, then it shows that your gallbladder, there's something problem with your gallbladder. When you see some white patches somewhere. So it's very, very in-depth. Like it takes years to learn this, but I'm trying to put it in a nutshell. But I told you about death first, so to remove your fear. Because the question I asked is, what's the most fearful thing? What are you all scared of? Everybody said death. So that's what I thought, maybe first come to a platform of removing that duality, I and mine, and then you go into the step forward, and you can diagnose a lot of things from it. Many things.
How long does the entire practice takes?
Good question, Apple. It takes according to your determination. If you are determined
On a daily practice.
You daily practice with determination. And one main thing, another thing, your mind should not wander here and there like a pendulum. When you're doing it, be focused. Then it'll be very fast. But if your mind is wandering, you look doing Om Param Brahmanam, I have to cook this, I have to do this, I have to take the kids to the school, yesterday I did this, Om Param Brahmanam, again watching, again your mind is swinging, then it takes a very long time. But if you are totally focused, within 6 months, you will see miracles. But then it also says, do not utilize this. That's why, Swar Yoga Shastra is kept very secretive, because it should not even be utilized in a wrong way. Because people can even do wrong things. Why is it really, the kings and all that used to use it, but now why is it underground? Everything is pressed, because so many things you want to rob a bank, you see or check your nostril, and you say that, okay, my correct nostril and my correct this thing is this tattva is on. It'll be easy for me to, so people can even misuse it. You understand? And kings in the past have misused this divine knowledge, and that's why, it was, bolte na lupt ho gaya tha. Like it vanished, but now it's coming back. But and even if you learn it for so long, it's difficult to digest, and because it can be used in both ways, and either way it can bring a
Can I say something, Doctor?
Yeah, sure, please.
You see, it is like this, that all this knowledge which has been there, or the ancient wisdom which was there, it has never disappeared. It is already there in the cosmos. Only those people who will raise their awareness to that extent that they become worthy of being revealed this knowledge, they will get it. Because the ancients knew that this knowledge is going to be misused, or it is likely to be misused, then there will be an issue. And sometimes what happens is that I have, in the contact with Mr. Tavaria ji, I did find a few, or with Professor Mungle of Kolhapur, I did find some people who had gained siddhis through these practices, and they were using it for personal gain or for helping others in their, promoting their self-interest. So these people, those people who are going to misuse this knowledge, they will suffer very severe consequences and they will be punished for it. So that is another reason why the knowledge is not being revealed to people. Now it's a different time. The frequency and vibration of Mother Earth has been raised. It has already, gone away to, say, the 5D. So there is a general need for these secrets to be really revealed to people so that they can help themselves and also help others and raise the frequency and vibration of the planet. So that is why these things are becoming more open these days, and they are not likely to be misused. So that is what is happening.
That's true. Yeah. That's
And with Tavariyaji, I saw a person who had been a tantric in his previous life, and in this life he was suffering very badly. So nobody could understand why is this fellow suffering. He used to feel suffocated. He was not able to sleep. So when he was brought to Tavariyaji, he told him that you were a tantric and you were a very successful tantric and you misused your powers to help people for their personal interest, and that is why you are suffering. He did something which created or made him free, but he told him that, look, you have a tendency to practice yoga very intensely only because you want to attain supernatural powers. And if you do it in this lifetime again, and then you will be guided to same practices once again, and then you will go behind by hundreds of lifetimes. So it is up to you to decide what you want. You want to go to some lower levels of existence and lose hundreds of lifetimes, or you want to be on the path of yoga, be very mild, do practices which will uplift your awareness so that you are guided forward. So this was it that I wanted to share.
Thank you. It was so good. So anybody else wants to say anything or comment? Anybody? My good friend
The
Jude.
chart shows that we see our self-disease. Can you see other people's disease?
Yeah. When you really mastered your own and you reach at that level, then you can, like Babaji used to see that, but I remember once I had typhoid. I was a bit sick and he told me, come out. He came to see, he said, come out. And I said, I can barely walk. He said, Utho bahar aao. And then he came and he was looking at my shadow, and then he says, this is this, and he just got some herbs and he gave me. And after 3 days I was fine. But then this is at that level you can see other people's shadow when you really practice it, but first you have to really master to see your own. Now, as Prakash Igor also said, that our aim should not be all that. Our aim should not be diagnosing people and doing this and treating people through that. Aim should be just do it, finished, oh, I'm doing this, why am I not getting this, why? And then your mind, oh, she said this, or the book says this, but why am I not getting any benefits, why am I not doing this? Don't be too much this thing, just do it, that's it. If you keep on fluctuating your mind from here and there, then you'll reach nowhere. But just focus on doing it first, and gradually the universe will reveal everything to you. And you yourself will feel that the universe is revealing this. I've had so many experiences, and that's what I'm saying. Honestly, the universe just reveals things one after the other. And you're surprised, you're shocked that how is this happening? Like sometimes they just, oh my God, how did this happen? But it happens because it's the universe. We are nothing. We're just a material body, which is going to be, gone anytime. But our astral body is eternal. It never goes. So once you're acquainted with your astral body, then you're living more at an astral platform, though you do not have to give up anything in life. That's also what Baba Jovi said, never think that, oh, I want to go and live in an ashram, because even in an ashram, your mind is always still fluctuating. Your mind is always here to there. Or I go and live in the Himalayas. If your mind is not there, you are where your mind is. So try and focus and try and just do things initially. And then things will just happen. Yeah. But good question. Yes, you can later at a very later stage. Okay. All right. Any other questions?
And another point that came to my mind was through this session was that, this questionnaire was, why do we want to see the astral body, or why do we want to understand the astral body? So the astral body is nothing but a kind of a summation of all our experiences from past lives. That is who we truly are. That is why the colors are seen. That is why our diseases are manifest there. So it is through the astral body that everything, our blueprint is there. So unless we go through the blueprint and we just understand it block by block, we cannot reach the source. So that is why it is very important to understand, and this is what we do in any kind of yogic practice. The attempt is the same, to really go through the muddle of whatever is visible on the outside and reach the source. So this is another great way of just doing it. Because the Maya or the avidya, it lives here, and it is only by investigating this that we can find the truth.
That's true. Okay. Anything else? Thank you so much. Thanks for that. Anything else? Anybody? Okay, we only have 10 minutes now for a short meditation. It's gone shorter. Okay, all right. So we go in for the meditation, and then I'll put this on the group. I'll put these videos. I have some more videos as well. I'll put the videos on the group so that the session, but the videos of how to do it. All those videos are there. So you can see how to do the Padbandh and how to do the Mudra and how to do the Surya Kriya. Okay, all right. So we're just going to do a meditation on our own shadow. Okay, everybody sit straight. Take a few deep breaths in and out. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhalation is 3 times, exhalation is double. And just listen to your breath, feel your breath. Listen to your breath, feel your breath, feel your breath. Feel your breath. Be really grounded to Mother Earth. Now I want to visualize yourself standing in front of the rising sun. Rising sun. Visualize a beautiful rising sun. See the colors of the sky. See the colors of the sky. Visualize a beautiful rising sun. Feel the sun coming out of the horizon. The beautiful colors. At every inch as the sun comes out, The colors of the sky changes. Gentle breeze from the rising sun.
Suryaya Namaha. Om Shanti Saha. Suryaya Namaha. Om Shanti Saha.
As the sun comes out fully, see the colors change, the colors of the sky.
Suryaya Namaha.
Compare it to the colors of a sunset, dusk and dawn, Sandhyaka. Feel your breath changing. Which swar is on? Is it the left or the right? As the sun comes out, maybe your right swar is more powerful, your Pingala Nadi, which is controlled by the sun. Feel this energy going in, being absorbed in the Pingala Nadi.
Suryaya Namaha.
The swar, your prana is being absorbed by the Pingala Nadi. Feel the energy of the sun in your Muladhara chakra. Feel the energy of the sun and the beautiful sun rising in your Swadhisthana chakra. In the Muladhara, balancing the earth element in your body. As a square. Yellow in color. In the Swadhisthana chakra, a beautiful crescent, white in color, balancing the Jal Tattva in your body. Now feel this rays of the sun going around Mother Earth, being absorbed in Mother Earth. And from your feet, there are roots growing from your feet in your Padban. Feel these roots going down, absorbing the divine energy of the sun through your feet into your Muladhara, into your Swadhisthana, going up into your Manipuri chakra. Manipuri, the divine diamond, the fire element, yellow in color, a triangle. The first stop facing upwards. Feel more sun rays. Visualize the globe of Mother Earth. Sun rays rotating around Mother Earth. Mother Earth absorbing the sun rays. And draw this energy from your feet, the roots from your feet, up to your heart chakra, Anhat, the unstruck sound, the air element, double triangle, Prithvi, Jal, Agni, Vayu, beautiful green color. Visualize more rays of light like a band, rotating around Mother Earth. Being absorbed into Mother Earth, and from your Padman, the roots going down to Mother Earth, absorbing and bringing them to your Vishuddhi chakra, the Akash Tattva, the element of the sky, uniting with the sun energy and the element of the divine Mother Earth. Feel another beautiful, many rays, like a big band coming out of the sun, going round and round Mother Earth, coming closer, absorbing into Mother Earth. And you absorb it from Mother Earth through your feet, upwards from Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipuri, Anhat, Vishuddhi, and up into the Agya chakra. Still the Akash Tattva. Feel this divine rotation of the sun externally and internally, rotating around Mother Earth, going up, 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 up into your Saharsha chakra, your crown chakra. Feel this divine vibration in your crown chakra. Feel a beautiful sun. The energy of the sun keeps on going up and down. At the same time, on your exhalation, you're absorbing the prana Shakti from Mother Earth and from the sun, energizing every chakra of your body. Feel all your chakras now as a beautiful rising sun. Feel that energy, be engrossed in that energy. Breathe into this divine energy. As it goes, Om Ram, Hrim, Ram, Saha. Every chakra is going up, raising. Feel this energy raising upwards. Do not deplete it down. Hrim, Ram, Saha, Suryaya Namaha. Now visualize yourself wherever you're standing. Just visualize yourself turning with the sun behind you. Visualize yourself seeing your shadow. Visualize yourself looking at your beautiful shadow. From your feet upwards, your palms, fingers stretched out on the sides of the body, away from the body. Totally focus on your chakras, on the shadow, your Muladhara. Feel this beautiful energy going up like a serpent, climbing up like a serpent from your Muladhara. Again, like a serpent, Swadhisthana, going round like a snake. Manipuri, Anhat, Vishuddhi, up into the Agya Chakra with the Shiv Shakti meeting. And bring your awareness back into your Vishuddhi Chakra. Chanting. Om Ram Rim Ram Sa Suryaya Namaha. Looking at your Vishuddhi Chakra and meditating into Tratak, saying Om Hrim Param Brahmane Namaha. Om Hrim Param Brahmane Namaha. Om Hrim Param Brahmane. Feel the vibrations into your Vishuddhi Chakra as you keep on mentally chanting. Now visualize yourself bringing your palms into Swara Mudra against your eyes. Just visualize. Now slowly and gently bring your palms physically against your eyes into Swara Mudra. Your palms against your eyes into Swara Mudra. You can still see your shadow, which you were meditating on. And at this point, maybe you will be able to see your astral body, a shadow body, or maybe some colors, some shapes, or maybe void, darkness, doesn't matter. Whatever you're seeing is good. Whatever you're seeing is very, very fascinating. Contemplate on what you're seeing. Meditate on what you're seeing.
Om.
Meditate on what you're seeing. Which color? Now very, very gently and slowly feel yourself bringing your palms down slowly and just visualize yourself looking up at the sky with your eyes closed. You can see the beautiful sky and you can see a beautiful form of Lord Shiva in the sky. As you thank Lord Shiva and Surya Narayan for allowing you to go through this, visualize the beautiful shadowy form of Lord Shiva. With a nice mini cosmic smile, your body totally relaxed. Every part of your body is relaxed, your mind is relaxed. Just follow your breath. At this moment, you can feel maybe your right nostril is more active, your left. Doesn't matter, whichever, but just become aware of your swara. Your swara is always talking to you, always giving you divine messages. Always listen to your swara. Take a few deep breaths in and out. Your feet still in Padman. Very, very gently and slowly. Just take a few deep breaths in and out, and with an Om, we shall end the meditation. But always keep this in your consciousness. Whenever you want to, you can go back to it. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace be to all. Peace be to all. Peace be to all. Just rub your palms. Bring your palms against your eyes. And very, very gently and slowly open your eyes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was so nice to see you.
Thank you, Lisa. Nice to see you too for a long time. Nice.
In a while. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Paul. Thanks. Thank you all. Anybody wants to say anything about the meditation or say their experience, or it's fine, whatever.
It was very, sorry. Please go ahead, Kundraji.
Yeah.
Please go ahead, sir.
It's stupendous, very divine. Thank you. No words, really no words on that account. And I'll request, in case if you can share certain amount of literature too.
I will definitely. Yeah. I have got the whole PPT, which is 1,000 slides. So I'm just trying to remove some slides and then just send you the important slides. Yeah. Okay. I'll do that for sure.
Very divine. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And thank you all very much. Thank you from Prakash Gorji.
Thank you, Dr. Karia. In fact, I must share that I never see any visions or lights, but today I really felt that there were a kind of a rainbow colors just flashing one after the other, and it was a very beautiful spectacle. And it was in some kind of a form, but I could not really make out the form because it was just changing shapes.
Yeah.
But those the colors were very, very distinct, and these were ethereal colors, not the colors of this world. So thank you so much.
There's one thing more I like to seek your guidance on. Today also I have felt the same thing, and it had happened earlier to me also. Is while going through, I get a very solid jerk like this. I just say, oh, it's going to just happen and break me like this, and thereafter you go into some deep space. So what is it? I mean, is it something
that is separating? Like a Velcro. You've seen Velcro. You open up the Velcro and it goes like that, right? So it's like the Velcro opening. So when your subtle and your gross body are together, and then that's just separating them. Though they are together, they are separating in the space between them. Because the first tattva which we were formed in, which the whole universe was formed, was Akash tattva. So that Akash tattva in between is very important. And that's when you get into that Akash tattva. That's why it happens that.
Yeah, it's a solid jerk, like it's just going to break something.
Just like you open up that Velcro, or
and it happens somewhere here in this area. It goes. Okay.
That's just getting into that Akash tattva, the space. That's nice. Anything else? Anybody? Anybody else? No? Okay. End the session with whatever.
So we'll just do a short prayer, and that will be it. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityurmamritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May there be peace and auspiciousness everywhere. Thank you everyone for being here. And we will meet again next Tuesday, and we will wait for Dr. Karia to have another session.
Sure, I don't mind.
The opportunity comes. Thank you, Dr. Karia, so much. We are so grateful.
Thank you so much. And thanks for giving me this platform.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye.